What's up, everybody? Welcome to this week's episode of the Dense Pixels podcast. I'm your host, Brad. It is a full house tonight, joined by my co-host, Micah.
Hey.
Terrence.
What's up?
And Carrie.
What's good?
We're going to get right into business today because we all have new games that we want to talk about. I guess I'll start. I hate y'all. I hate all of you. You guys should have been telling me, and you might have. Someone can go back and listen to when you guys were talking about the Outer Worlds a couple of weeks ago and see if Mass Effect was invoked. But I've been playing the Outer Worlds.
So. I don't think it was.
I don't think it was either. And if
I don't have any real experience with Mass Effect, so I know I wouldn't have made.
Well, I'm not as mad at you, Carrie, because you're right. You don't have experience with Mass Effect, but y'all, the other two that have both played all the Mass Effect games.
I said something about no, I believe I said the levels themselves are bite-sized like Mass Effect.
Yeah, but you didn't tell me that the interactions and the gameplay to some extent is
I said Mass
somewhat
Effect,
reminiscent of Mass Effect.
The words Mass and Effect were invoked at some point.
So look, my point is this: the Outer Worlds is the spiritual sequel to Mass Effect that I had no idea was coming. This is basically a first-person Mass Effect game, for all intents and purposes.
I mean, it's really the spiritual successor to Fallout.
It is. There is. Let me tell you something. I haven't played Fallout New Vegas, but I have played Fallout 3, and there is a lot less bullshit in this game than there is in Fallout 3, which is my experience.
There's a lot less bullshit in Fallout New Vegas than there is in Fallout 3.
Well, that may be true. That may be true. But
there's a reason why Fallout New Vegas is everyone's favorite contemporary Fallout.
Well, maybe I need to go play Fallout New Vegas at some point when they come out with an HD.
I've been saying this to everyone for the last decade.
So
yes, please play New Vegas.
My issue with those games is I feel like you have to talk to everybody and get every quest imaginable, and I don't feel like I have to do that in this one.
You certainly don't, because there's a 12-minute run through in this game.
Yeah, there was a I'm in what is it, Stellar Bay or I think that's the area
Stellar
that
Bay.
I'm in, and there's this woman that was screaming at me. She's like, "I need your help with something." So I walk up to her, I was like, "What's up?" And she's like, "Can you go look at this thing?" And she sounded kind of what she wanted me to do sounded kind of boring. So I'm just like,
no,
nah. I'm gonna go do what I was doing before, finding this weird cannibal family out in the fucking woods, and
that was wild,
and having fun with that.
That was wild.
So
I remember that mission. I was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Yeah, why they lock the door, yo?
So look, I know
the woman that you're talking about. That was yelling and screaming, but hey, can you do this for me? Can you go find my son, my baby boy?
Yeah, I did, and I'm like,
oh, I did too, and then I was mad.
Right, for me, I'm like, no, I have to. This guy at the docks wants a poster really bad. I'm gonna go get him his poster.
Yeah,
he really needs it.
I like that guy at the docks. That's a nice boy. I like that kid. I like him a lot.
Yeah, I got him his poster back.
Yeah.
I just stole it.
I threatened the person who was keeping it from him with grave bodily harm. I was like, "Don't you do my boy like this? I'll fucking kill you." Give me that poster.
I think I lied to her. I think I told her that I was a tossball celebrity or something like that. And
we all three did different things.
Yeah.
You said you were gonna kill her. You were like, "Nah, bitch, I'm such and such," and I just stole it.
So that's like I said. So I'm not gonna spend too terribly much time on it. I really like the upgrade system. How when you dump skill points into stuff, it kind of raises everything until you get to like a mid-range level, and
50.
then you can start customizing, fine tuning it a little bit more. I like pretty much all of the companions that I've discovered so far. I think I'm still missing one of them. But yeah, I like all the companions so far. They all are like the cut of their jib. Nyoka is definitely my favorite one to this point. The drunk tracker, basically. She's pretty cool, and I like the Sam robot that follows you around. He is the perfect amount of humor.
Sam is delightful.
Yeah, he's fucking hilarious. Yeah, like I said, I like the game. I don't know what about this is striking it better for me than like the Fallout, or basically like any Bethesda game doesn't do. Probably the lack of pure openness I like, because again, I've talked about before that you put me in the middle of a giant fucking go anywhere map and I'm just gonna freeze up and feel like that it takes forever to get from point A to point B. But yeah, Outer Worlds is really good. It has the seal of approval from all 4 members of this podcast. So if you have not played it yet, you should probably do that.
You should do it.
Yeah.
It's a good game.
So, but yeah, that's very good. Micah, I assume that because of all the hype that Control is getting with its 8 VGA nominations, that you felt it necessary to finally go back and check out this gaming masterpiece.
Yeah, I did. And to be honest with you, it goes in places that I never thought it would go into. Like, you play as this black girl from Gary, Indiana, who's the youngest of 10 children, whose goal is to get out from under her father's oppressiveness.
What the fuck?
To create a 3rd studio album called Control.
Shut up, nigga.
I was just hilarious. That's, you like my Janet Jackson humor returns?
Yeah, I didn't know where you were going with. I knew who you were talking about, but I didn't know how you were going to end. I'm an idiot for not realizing that's what you were going to do. Anyway.
Control is developed by Remedy, and published by 505. Remedy are the Max Payne people, and I was like, "Yo, all right, there's a reason why this game is on so many Game of the Year lists or whatever." So I said, "All right, let me just go ahead and buy it," and it's actually really good. Like it's third person. It's the same type of third person perspective shooter, and much like Max Payne. And when you get in the beginning, you don't have like any powers or anything like that, so it just feels like a lame Max Payne. But once you start getting all of your powers, then things feel different and feel cool. And yeah, it's pretty good. I would pick it up on sale if you like these type of games. Game of the Year, I don't know yet. I haven't played too much about it. Too much of it.
Is it worthy of the 2 voice performances of the year and soundtrack of the year and game direction of the year and action adventure game of the year?
Direction, maybe. None of that other stuff. Maybe voice, but none of that other stuff. But yeah, like art direction. All right, it's more than just a bunch of office buildings, right? Like it's like office buildings meets like that one scene in Doctor Strange where everything is kind of folding in on itself. It's still really, really early, but in terms of like gameplay mechanics, this is all right. This is pretty good. Like, I kind of wish Max Payne had like telekinesis and telekinetic powers and shit. Like, because that's what this is. It's Max Payne without all the jumping and telekinesis. Like, you can pick up damn near anything and throw it at people, or you can bring things to you, or you can fly. Like, it's, once the powers open up, the game opens up and you feel powerful. And that's something that games like this need to have. It's got like this weird like Metroid layout, and once you go into the house, so there's a lot of backtracking, and once you get certain powers, certain places open up. It's pretty good. I wouldn't rush out to buy it though. Mm-hmm. Like, it's not Game of the Year. No.
I'm curious. No. I'm curious to see what happens when you get to the ending, just because, like I said, that was the big point of contention for Jack.
Yeah.
When he played it. So.
Yeah. Jack said the ending sucks. I'm like, oh, okay.
Like I said, he literally took a point off his score because of the ending.
Yeah. I'm like, is that bad? Like, but you know, Jack is very extreme. So I'm very curious to see how bad this ending is. But it's got this weird like X-Files, you know, Twin Peaks vibe to it. So if you and it's like slow, deliberate science fiction, right? So if that's your thing, check it out. But get it on sale.
What is the correct price to pay for Control?
$40 for Control.
And how much it wasn't on sale last week? Did you get it on Black Friday sale? Or did
it wasn't on
sale?
Yeah, I just paid.
Oh, PS4 was. It was like
what?
$39.99 or something like that, or $35.
It was like $30.
Oh, yeah. Well, I fucked up. But get it for that price. So wait till it goes on sale again.
All right. Terrence, you have decided that you want to punch yourself in the face because you've been playing Remnant from the Ashes.
That's an interesting way to put it.
Isn't it Dark Souls with guns, basically?
Yes, to a certain extent. This was on sale for $24.99, and I wanted to play it when it first came out, but I wasn't sure. So I said, "Fuck it," I picked it up. This is in my top 5 games of the year.
Shocking.
I think I've only played 10 games, honestly. Because, like, look, I don't just pick games up just willy nilly like Micah. Like I pick up what really, really looks interesting to me, and I play it, and most of the time I actually end up liking it. But anyway, this game is kind of it's Dark Souls-esque in that enemies can take you out in like 3 to 4 hits, depending on what enemy it is. The enemies are difficult, but it's a third-person shooter at the same time. So what happens with the game is, when you die, you don't lose the stuff that you collected. You keep everything. So that's something that in Souls games you always lose experience or whatever. But in this game, what happens is as you go through the game, you pick up traits or trait cards depending on what you do. Like you can play multiplayer and you get a trait that gives you an extended range for multiplayer. I think you get an increased damage bonus and things like that. You also get mods for your guns. You collect guns, you collect mods, you collect armor for your character. So you can kind of create your own builds. I've played 3 playthroughs so far of the game. The first playthrough took 20 hours. Second playthrough took about 9, and the third was like 7. The thing that the game does is everything is randomly generated. There's 20 bosses. So if your first playthrough, you're not going to see everything the game has, because you'll see maybe 10 of the bosses per playthrough. Sometimes you'll get the same bosses in the second playthrough. And then they also have an adventure mode where you can go to each individual. There's four realms you can go to. You can just pick a realm and you can fight through adventure mode. Then you could re-roll the level to fight through it again to try to get new bosses and collect more mods and more traits. It's a dope game. Like, it's really fun. It came out at $40. It wasn't $60 when it came out. So they kind of knew what they were doing. Mm-hmm. I don't know how much advertisement the game got, but it's fun. Like, if you like leveling your character up and like creating builds for your character, there's like 35 different guns, over 30 traits. There's a bunch of different mods, and mods are what you put on the gun. Like, one mod, you can shoot out a swarm from your hand, and then you do sustained damage. Another mod, you can shoot turrets. You can throw turrets down on the ground that have sustained damage. You can throw another mod that gives you health back. One mod gives you increased damage. So, like, messing with the mods and the traits and being able to reroll your character and the level over and over again, there's a lot of replayability to it. Yeah, it's definitely in my top 5 of games this year. At $25, it was well worth the $25 that I spent on it. Like, a lot of people have played it, but I would, if you like those types of games, like Souls games, again, it's not as hard, but it can get difficult. I'm not gonna lie, it took me a couple tries to beat some of the bosses. But if you like leveling your character up and creating builds and shit like that, I don't see why you wouldn't play this game. Like, it's really fun, very fun. Like, seriously.
Somebody told me I should get that, and I was just like, I disagree. I disagree. It seems hard.
It's not. It is, and then you have multiplayer. You have fucking 3-player multiplayer. Like what they do with multiplayer is they just kind of give the enemies more health and they hit a little harder. But of course, because it's 3 people shooting them at the same time.
Right.
And then it's kind of fun to see the other builds that people have that just run around with. No, but it's fun. It's cool. It's a really fun game.
Cool.
Underrated. Very underrated.
And then Carrie, you have been continuing to play Monster Hunter World. Have you gotten into the Iceborne content yet?
Iceborne's not out on PC yet.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You have to wait till January for that shit.
Yeah. So I think January 9th is when it comes out. So yeah, basically what I'm trying to do is make sure that I have everything up to snuff by the time that Iceborne and Master Rank shit comes around. So yeah, still just rolling in Monster Hunter World. Fortunately right now, like all of the events are up and running and like all of the special shit is running right now because it's the end of the year. And so I think it's like through the release of Iceborne, they're running like all of the event quests and whatnot. So really good way to get your hunter rank up. I'm trying to get up to 100 right now just so that I can make sure that I have access to everything. I think 100 is like the last sort of like barrier as far as like what quests are available. Mm-hmm. So yeah, if you're playing Monster Hunter on PC, hit me up. I run Lance. I'm not going to say I'm particularly good at it.
I think they dropped like 2 new bosses, didn't they? Didn't they drop 2 new monsters for Monster Hunter Iceborne? Like yesterday?
Maybe. I've deliberately not gone out of my way to look at what they've been putting in that because I want to go in sort of fresh.
Right. Yeah. So, I think they added 2 new. So
yeah. So ready to get my ass kicked.
Very cool. Well,
right. And I also played Everybody's Golf. I picked that up for like
I saw that you got trophies in there. I meant to ask you about that. I totally forgot.
Have you played it?
I love Everybody's Golf. It's a great fucking game.
Yeah, me too. It's fun. Like I love a fun golf game. It's really fun. Like I played my first online match when I came in 922nd place.
Oh no!
In the tournament.
Yeah, you are not gonna beat the fucking like Japanese fucking sharks.
Yeah, there was a bunch of Japanese
play that game.
Yeah, I was like, Jesus, how the fuck you have -15? How you have 15 under par? Fuck you, yo. But anyway, no, it's really like I was shocked because you have like your own world hub that you can just run around in, and then you win tournaments. Like you collect people and then just kind of walking around, and you can do little emotes and shit. It's a fun game. It's super simplistic. I can like listen to music while I'm playing it. I don't have to be super focused. It's fun, and the character creation system is kind of bonkers.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit you can do.
Real characters, but the amount of customization you can put on your character is crazy. It really is. Like you can create anybody in that game.
How much did you pay for that?
That was like $5 to $10.
Oh Lord, that's an amazing price.
Yeah, it's on sale now. It's on sale now. Like, and it's on the end of the year sale for PlayStation, PS4.
Fantastic. Well, Micah will buy that before we're done recording this podcast, and then
Micah has already bought it. Micah bought that a couple months ago.
But you never played it?
No, I've played it. I've talked about it on the show.
Remember that?
I've talked about how I got my wife to play that game. She loves that game.
Oh, yeah, that game is super fun, man. Like it's so simple, but it's fun. I love it.
Now I almost want to do an Everybody's Golf dense pixels round. That'd be quite a thing. I don't even know how fucking matchmade or like private multiplayer works in that game. I never even investigated it because I never thought that I'd know anyone that was actually going to be online playing that shit.
How to do it?
Yeah, we'd have to figure it out. So, but very cool. Like I said, so all good stuff from us this week. With stuff we've been playing. If there's new stuff that you want to play, you better check out new releases. Now, it's going to be more robust than usual because Carrie's the one that populated this. She always puts everything on the list. I usually cut out dumb bullshit that I don't feel like even mentioning, but we're going to talk about it all.
Wait, are you sure you cut out dumb bullshit? No, you don't.
I do.
There's always some dumb shit.
Oh no, I purposely leave the dumbest thing on there so that we can laugh at it. Mostly PC releases this week. So MechWarrior 5 comes out for PC. Call of Juarez Gunslinger comes to the Nintendo Switch. So if you've been waiting for a new Call of Juarez game, is it like the other Call of Juarez's, or is it something different?
It's the old game, isn't it?
I don't think so. I think Gunslinger's a new one.
Oh, well, okay.
So probably does. I bet you it doesn't play exactly like the old ones, though. Yeah. Shovel Knight Showdown and Shovel Knight King of Cards comes to all consoles, and then on Switch, the Shovel Knight Treasure Trove, which has all of the Shovel Knight and expansions, is coming out as well. Black Sad Under the Skin comes out on all consoles. Dead End Job comes out on all consoles. Terminator Resistance comes on PS4 and Xbox One. Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz HD comes to PC. Dragon Quest Builders 2 comes to PC. And the new Hearthstone set Descent of Dragons comes to PC and mobile as well. And that is
Terminator Resistance is out in other countries, if I'm not mistaken. Or is that on PC?
It might be on PC.
Because like I've seen reviews for it, and like the mainstream sites have been like thrashing it. But people that like really like Terminator love the game. So there's like, it's really weird. There's like no in between. Like it's either garbage or like, this is pretty decent. But I don't know.
Yeah, it released in like Australia already.
Yes, yeah, that's what I thought.
Yep. Looks bad.
It's a generic first person shooter, but it's got like Terminators in it.
Is it
people seem to like it?
Is it like that one Terminator game that as long as you beat it, every trophy was a gold trophy?
Yeah.
And you could platinum it in like 3 hours because it's a short game. It was like nine gold trophies and a platinum. That was
one of the earliest trophy farming games for sure.
Right. Nobody knew how the trophy system really worked. It was like, all right, whatever. Here, have your stupid trophy.
Didn't Avatar do something similar? You could get like
I think Avatar's was just gamer score, because I don't think that had trophies.
Gamer score. You can get that in like 10 minutes. Some shit like that. Yeah.
Well, look, go to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/densepixels. Subscribe. Go to densepixels.com/premium for all of our premium shows. When you go to densepixels.com/premium, you get a couple options. You can either pay $5 a month, or if you're frugal, you can pay $50 and get 2 months for free.
That's 2 months free.
Yeah. Who doesn't like free? I love
you.
Free.
You're constantly paying for
like
shit.
Micah would definitely be the guy that picks the $5 a month option. Yeah. But Terrence would take the $50 for the year option to pay less money, because he is a smart consumer. Unlike Micah. Don't be like Micah. Just pay $50 for the entire year.
I'm really upset that I missed that. I could have saved $20, man. Yeah. When you subscribe to our premium slate of shows, you get a bunch of extra content, including the airing of grievances, which I talked to Jay. We are going to get back on those. No Time to Bleed, which is our action movie review podcast. The Men with the Golden Tongues, the Iron Man of the premium slate, the Unsung Heroes, hosted by yours truly and Brad, and full episodes of the Look Forward Political Podcast. You see, normally they tease you with just an hour of Look Forward, but if you want to go behind the paywall, where all the really interesting
where shit gets weird, believe me.
Yeah, it gets real weird. I don't know if any of you listened to the last episode of the Nerdpocalypse, when Jay made reference to Google searching Melania, but he said there's something that you could find. That's the kind of
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God, that was fucking hilarious. I'm like, really? Okay.
That's the kind of content that is behind the paywall of Look Forward. But You can subscribe to all of TMP's shows, including Black on Black Cinema, which we just did a recording for that will be airing this week on a film called Loose. Dense Pixels, this show, obviously, and the flagship show, The Nerdpocalypse. Go to densepixels.com/premium.
Yeah, and don't forget Coming Distractions as well, where Mike and I just did a special episode where we reviewed the No Time to Die trailer. So you get to hear us nerd out for 15 minutes about the new Bond movie.
If you people like that, we're thinking about maybe doing that for big movies. So,
did we spark a new concept for Coming Distractions? Yes. Much like everything in this network, all of the good ideas come from these two guys, me and Brad, and then Jay steals them. So and turns them into his own.
Also, coming to Coming Distractions next week, I'm seeing Cats.
Oh boy, I'm actually really looking forward to that review. I cannot wait to see if we get, like I said, Wine Carey, for the first time since your 50 Shades review.
Yeah.
So.
It's.
It's gonna be awesome.
Cats.
And and again, just to promote the premium content one last time, the next episode of The Men with Golden Tongues is gonna be a doozy. You can vote on the initial seedings for the Bond theme song tournament. I've seen the current rankings so far; they're interesting in terms of the initial seeds, and we hope to get Carrie on for that episode as well, as long as she can accommodate the recording schedule, which will take care of the tiebreaker problem, because then we'll have a 3-man booth, and inevitably Carrie will side with Micah whenever possible.
I don't think so.
Don't count on that.
I don't think so at all.
God, that's going to be really fun. So yeah, like I said, really sign up for premium, especially when that episode drops, because it's going to be good. And on to the news. Apparently Redbox no longer rents video games out and will end game sales by the end of this year. They said that they are going to be exclusively focusing on movies from now on. And I got to say that doesn't really surprise me.
I would imagine that it's a lot cheaper.
They never did rent them. They just fucking got them stolen.
Right.
I was about to say, I imagine it's a whole lot cheaper to just resupply a movie than it is a $60 game.
Yeah.
Right, because correct me if I'm wrong. I think the way the scam worked is you would use like a prepaid credit card that had like enough money on it to rent the game, and then you just had it basically from that point forward.
You did that, or you fucking brought it into GameStop and tried to sell it to me for $30 cash, and I'd be like, nah.
So when you took it back to the Redbox, you put like a fucking CDR in there.
Yeah, that too.
Same goddamn thing.
So, listen, we are the wrong people to talk to. To my knowledge, none of us have ever rented a game from a Redbox, correct?
No.
Once.
I haven't even rented a movie from a Redbox.
It's actually true. I haven't either. For that,
I always feel like I'm going to get robbed if I go to a Redbox.
It depends on where you. Like, I went to the one around across the street from Milford.
Yes, no.
Hey, that's sketchy as shit, dude.
Look, I have no fear.
That's fair.
Like, because
look, I'm not about to go up to a Redbox.
There's one There's one in front of my what is that? The fucking.
Yeah, there's one at like every fucking Rofo in Maryland. Every single one. But you know what? I don't trust half the Rofos in Maryland.
Well, I got the one. It's right next to me.
There's one around the corner.
It's pretty safe.
That's safe, yeah. It's like new.
Nope.
So the box art for Resident Evil 3 Remake has leaked online. Most people are suspecting that this will be formally announced at the Game Awards later this week. On the cover, we see an updated design for Jill Valentine. I believe Carlos is that character's name, correct? That's alongside her?
I believe so.
I've never played Resident Evil 3.
Really interesting. And then the
that's the only one I've never played.
Wow.
So,
really?
Yeah.
I've even played that before.
Huh.
I told you, Resident Evil 3 did one of my favorite things where they do take your knowledge of the previous game and use it against you, because you do have to traipse through the police station real quick. And I had, like, there's a point where you're walking by the staircase in the grand hall, and, like, in the second game, like, the zombies would pop out when you walked by the window. So I was, like, psyching myself up to fucking walk by there because I knew that shit was about to happen. And of course it didn't. They're just fucking with you. And then when you walk into the file room, which is like a fucking safe room, all of a sudden, boom, Nemesis comes in behind you and you have to start, like, fucking booking it back to the main lobby.
Yeah, I was going to say, if people who otherwise haven't played the early Resident Evil games have been, like, experiencing 2 for the first time via the remaster, and they thought Mr. X was scary, you're in for a rude surprise when you meet Nemesis for the first time.
Yeah, it's like going
Nemesis
from
is a fucking asshole.
Yeah, it's like going from, like, Walking Dead zombies to, like, World War Z zombies, basically.
Yeah,
when you're talking about Mr. X to Nemesis. So, like I said, look forward to that game getting announced. I'm sure it's going to be massively successful, much as Resident Evil 2 was. Resident Evil 2 has almost caught up to, like, Resident Evil 2 Remake, the sales have almost caught up to what Resident Evil 2 did on its initial launch, like the original version of the game when it first came out.
It's kind of ridiculous.
It is kind of ridiculous. Yeah. And I would imagine 3...
I'm not surprised, because it came out on PlayStation 1 only, right?
Yes, it did. But still, PlayStation 1 was, like, the system back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
True.
So, but also, like, 3 is...
I don't know what I feel about
more successful.
This design in this. He looks a lot more humanoid in this. He has a nose. He's got a full ass nose in this game. It's kind of strange. Or this design, at least, looks kind of weird for this redesign.
It will still be terrifying. So
yeah, it don't matter if he has a nose or not when he's booking it at you from down the hallway.
Fucking mumbling stars under his breath at you when he's just fucking moseying towards you, getting ready to kill your ass.
Nope. I don't play these games.
News that is going to ruin Carrie's April. Persona 5 Royal Edition's coming to the US on March 31st, 2020.
Yep.
After it's been out in Japan since October. This caused quite the ruckus inside of our fan group, densepixels.com/fans. Many people are very excited. Many people that are curious about Persona 5 are looking to check it out for the first time. And if you're going to do it, why not do it in this best of edition that is coming out?
Persona 5 was $9 the last week. I didn't pick it up because I heard there's like 100 hours worth of gameplay. I don't feel like spending that much time.
I mean, I finished the game in 65, which blew most of my friends away because they were like, it took me 90 hours to do this, and I thought I was quick. No, I just read fucking fast. Yeah, no, I've already got the Fan of Thieves edition pre-ordered. I ain't worried. The $89 edition. Because I want the soundtrack and I want the Joker mask. So
that's right. You cosplayed him anyway, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah.
And I'll actually be cosplaying him at MagFest again.
Well, there you go.
This year. So, I'm fucking excited. Like I wasn't going to buy this.
I think when they announced it originally, you'd already committed yourself to that.
Yeah, as soon as they were like, "Hey, we're doing an updated version of Persona 5. We've got a new character and like another 30 plus hours worth of gameplay," I was like, sold. Like, here's my money. Thanks. But I mean, for a collector's edition, $90 isn't bad. That comes with the Joker mask, art book, soundtrack, collector's box, etc. So cool. Fuck me up. I'm ready to spend all of April playing this game.
The rest of us will be waiting anxiously for Cyberpunk to come out in mid-April. So.
I'm just glad that this comes out at the end of March. I'm cool with that because I've got shit coming out in January that I'm gonna have to finish first. So, because the remake of Tokyo Mirage Sessions comes to the Switch in January, and I gotta finish that. Yes, it was. Yes, it was very good. It was very weird, but very good. It's a fun game. It has good music. It has a really fun battle system. Yeah, absolutely get Tokyo Mirage Sessions Encore for Switch if you didn't play it on the
the speed to which Micah like twitched and started typing away as soon as he said absolutely get that game was terrifying.
On Amazon right now through our Amazon.
He would buy it just through the Switch itself. Micah doesn't have time to put a cartridge in a game slot. Get out of here.
Yeah,
that's fair.
I don't even know if the thing opens. Like, I don't even know where you put it. So.
Speaking of news that will please many people out there, Bayonetta and Vanquish are getting 4K 60 frames per second remaster coming to PS4 and Xbox One. Comes out on February 18, 2020. You can buy the games individually for $24.99 or as a bundle in a steelbook case if you buy the physical version for $39.99. Bayonetta, of course, has been re-released before on the Nintendo Switch and Wii U, but a lot of people have really been pining for a Vanquish remaster. And we're finally getting that for the first time 10 years later.
It was one of my favorite games of last generation.
Yeah, it's a Shinji Mikami game.
Really
it's a good game.
It's Gears of War on crack. Like, he is so fast in that game, it's ridiculous. But yeah, I'm gonna pick this up. I'm buying this. I love both of those games. But I believe they were both already at 60 frames, or at least Bayonetta was. I don't know about Vanquish, because like there was a lot going on in that game. I don't know if the hardware could keep up with what was going on. But yeah,
I will definitely buy Vanquish as well. I only played a little bit of that game, but it's one of those ones I meant to get back to. But a game like that, like doing it 4K 60, that's nice right there. That's a good one. So looking forward to checking that out. When it comes out, only $25 too. What a great price! I'm glad they didn't gouge everybody on that. Speaking of gouging, folks, why the fuck is there going to be a full-size Commodore 64 revival?
I don't know. Because last year they made like a small version.
You're right.
Because for whatever fucking reason, people were like, yes, you know what I need in my life? A new Commodore 64. For like the 7.5 people who wanted that, they made a small one.
That's the thing.
And now for the remaining 3.7 dumbasses, all of whom are probably somewhere in Europe, who really want a full-size Commodore 64, they're doing it.
Micah says nostalgia. Here's the thing, though. Not even the three of us are old enough to have played the Commodore 64 when it was originally available.
I was about to say, nostalgia is getting out of control. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, what's the target for this one? 40 plus?
40 plus, try 50 plus. You kidding me?
I'm 40.
No, the Atari's not 50 years old yet. The Atari 2600
the
came out.
64 came out when? When did the Commodore come out?
70s.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 40 plus.
Yeah, so the Atari 2600 came out in 1977, and the Commodore 64 came out in 82.
Oh, okay.
But
37 years.
But no one cares.
So I was one. So, all right. Yeah, no one cares.
Yeah, like
what are you gonna do with it?
All of my
what are you gonna do with
all of my contemporaries either had an Atari, like in a television, or they just waited for the NES to come out and they played that.
I had an Atari in the house as a kid because my mom had one. And I played the shit out of some Frogger as a kid. But like I don't think I even knew what the fuck a Commodore was until I was in high school.
It's a member of a band.
Commodore. Oh, it was the name of a band.
There you go.
My favorite Commodore 64 reference is a former NHL player named Mike Commodore used to wear number 64. So the back of his jersey would always say Commodore 64. Which is pretty funny.
Speaking of old systems, when is that new that Kickstarter or the Indiegogo system that's supposed to be coming out this year? What's it called? Is it the Atari one or?
Oh yeah, that is the Atari one.
Yeah. Have you heard about that? Did you hear the story about that? How much it's going to cost?
No, how much
the
is it
price points?
Price points?
The
plural?
most expensive one is plural. Because it's nothing but it's nothing but like a laptop. I think it starts at $200 and you can go all the way to $380.
Yo, shut the fuck up.
Wait, $380 at the top end?
I'm dead serious.
That is
For
more.
an Atari?
That's
Whatever
more than
the
a
fuck that
current
new thing
generation console costs.
Exactly.
Yo, I don't. The Atari
And I don't even know what the
2600.
fuck you're gonna be able to play on it.
Okay, the Atari 2600 when it launched was $199. Now in 2018 dollars, that's like $800.
Man, Tommy Tallarico needs to settle down.
Tommy Tallarico is one of the biggest bullshitters on the face of the earth.
That's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
I'm about to say,
Right,
man,
what the fuck was that game? That Electric
Playground. Yeah,
Yep.
with him and
Playground
was it
and
Victor
a bunch of
Lucas?
fucking
I think?
soundtracks for games. Yeah.
I used to watch
Was
G4 back in the day.
was it
Hell yeah.
G4?
Yeah.
Yep. Electric
Absolutely.
fucking Playground. Yeah.
So
Is it the Atari system or is it? I can't remember what it is, but like, yeah, it was a Kickstarter for it, and they're finally releasing it, quote unquote, in March of next year, when there are already going to be new fucking consoles coming out like 7 months.
yeah,
later.
what a fucking
And they're
dumb
selling
time
the
to do
highest
that.
one for $380.
Man. The base model's $250. Like they might have gotten it for less on the Kickstarter, but the base model's $250. The modern controller for it is going to cost $59.99.
Yeah, fuck you.
That's
what
what it's called, by the way. Like the modern controller. There's
Yo,
the
shut
classic
up, yo.
controller and the
Xbox.
modern controller.
It's insane. I saw a video for it yesterday, and I'm like, I don't believe them.
But like I said though, at least one of them does have the 80s dashboard wood grain trim on the front, so that can look very nice on your entertainment center.
Look, that's what I would want. That's
Isn't
the
Atari
Atari
box?
that I had as a kid before my mom fucking sold it at a yard sale for $15. she flipped it at a yard sale and then was like, "Hey, I got $15 for the Atari." And I was like, "What are you doing?" Like, she sold that shit without so much as even floating the idea to me. I'm still mad.
How dare that parent not float an idea of funds to their child? Do what the hell I want with my money. God damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
So
Atari
buy every video game on the
VCS
planet.
800 is what it's called.
Bullshit.
So
79.
If anyone has an Atari 2600 that they want to sell me, let me know.
How much are you willing to pay for an Atari 2600?
$20.
it's about the correct price to pay for that, honestly.
I don't know how much
All
they
games.
sell for it these days. Probably not much.
No, I can't imagine that much unless you bought one that was like still in shrink wrap, basically. So
Yeah.
to the surprise of not me, Bethesda has ended development on the Elder Scrolls Legends card game. Turns out when you make a really cheap Hearthstone knockoff and nobody goes to play it, it can't last that long. They have decided that they are not going to... any new development or release has been put on hold indefinitely, according to Christian Van Hoos of Bethesda. Means they've canceled the card set promised in the April development roadmap, and they've also canceled the planned console release for the Elder Scrolls Legends. I don't know anyone that plays this game still, so I'm not too shocked that this news is happening, but a bummer if you do play
I was
ESO.
going to say, like, I don't know anyone who plays it, but, like, it kind of sucks because I heard that it was, like, pretty good, all things considered. So
It really was a poor Hearthstone knockoff. It really was. Like, I played it when it first came out, and unless they've completely overhauled the game design, it was not that good. It was not that good. There are definitely better card games out there for sure. So
Has there been a studio that has fallen so quickly in 1 year than Bethesda?
no, but you
And
know
maybe
what?
BioWare?
BioWare. No,
Yeah.
BioWare.
Really?
BioWare fell harder. Because
No,
you know
because
what?
it took two games for them to fall. Like Bethesda did let out fucking 76, and they were like, "Yeah, what the fuck are you doing?" And then all the other games, like I believe, was that the New Order game or the New Blood game? The Wolfenstein. Apparently, that was trash. Also,
Yeah, I didn't hear anything about that when that came out.
Yeah, everybody said that was garbage.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything about that, but Bethesda has like Doom coming out early next year
Mhm.
that people are pretty fucking excited about. And assuming that that's good, that'll be good for them. And then whenever they release new details on Elder Scrolls 6, like,
Yeah, sure.
I'll play it.
Whenever the hell that's coming out.
What's
Yeah,
that space game?
Starfield.
Yeah,
Starfield.
which is supposed to come out before or Elder Scrolls 6 for the record. So we'll see.
I think
So
Starfield's going to come out next
We got
year.
another 2 years.
That would be nice. I
Starfield.
like I said, all the shit I give them, I am curious to see what a spacefaring game from them is going to look like. Because I mean, you know me, all you need to do is put your game in outer space, and
That's
I'm
why we
at
like the
least
outer
going to be
world.
interested, right?
Like,
Absolutely.
what, Starfield? You said you're buying it?
Yeah, I'm gonna buy it for the same reason Brad said, because it's in space. That's it. That's it. That's it.
Oh, yeah. For real, like what the fuck?
So look,
It's in space. Got money. Like, nigga, what? I gotta see a trailer or something.
so Kingdom Hearts 3 is getting its first. Is it its first?
Yes.
Downloadable content. It's first downloadable content a year after the game's release. And-
Hey, didn't this shit come out
Yeah.
last year?
And of course, they can't just call it Kingdom Hearts 3 DLC 1. No, it has to have a dumb Japanese
God.
title. It is called Remind, but remember, small e, capital Mind, Remind. It's coming to PS4 on January 23rd, 2020, and then to Xbox One on February 25th, 2020. Apparently, the trailer went up on YouTube and then was taken down. I guess they launched it prematurely. Don't expect this probably to be announced formally at the Game Awards. In that case, they did say that they have Final Fantasy characters in the trailer, like Aerith, Leon, and Yuffie. For the folks that did get to see it beforehand.
Yep. I watched the trailer, and I have played 2 2/3 of Kingdom Hearts games and
Oh, I
watched
thought
my
that was
way
the name
through
of one
some
of
of
the games.
No, it might as well be. 'Cause Jesus fucking Christ, this series is dumb as shit. No, I played Kingdom Hearts 1. I played Kingdom Hearts 2. I'm 2/3 of the way through Birth by Sleep, and then I just sort of like hit a wall with it because I was like, this game's just making me sad, and I'm tired of watching these dumb boys make very dumb decisions for themselves. And because I wanted to play Kingdom Hearts 3, and then they announced that they were going to like do DLC for Kingdom Hearts 3, so I was like, well, I'll just fucking wait until all of the DLC is out, and then I'll get like the complete edition final mix, whatever they're gonna fucking call it. But like I watched the trailer for this and I was like, yo, I don't know what's going on in this trailer.
Well, Carrie, I'll read you the official overview from Square itself.
Uh-huh.
Remind, the other tale that unfolded during the climax of Kingdom Hearts 3. Determined to rescue Kairi, Sora travels to the Keyblade Graveyard a short time before the final battle was to take place. Lacking a corporeal form, he traces the hearts of the 7 Guardians of Light. Through experiencing their personal battles firsthand, Sora is about to discover truths that he has never before imagined.
I don't know. I don't know.
The term,
I don't
the
know what
term
that means.
corporeal form should not be in the description of this game. It shouldn't.
No.
It shouldn't.
No.
Right
It
here
shouldn't.
from fucking.
So like
Kingdom
from
Hearts.
what I understand, like basically it means that you're gonna get to play as the other Guardians of Light, because like they show, like the thing that people were really fucking excited about is that like, oh, Kairi's finally fucking playable in this DLC. And I'm like, cool, because like they sure hyped her up that she was gonna be in 3, and then she was like barely in the game, and then they fucking fridge her at the end of the game. And yeah, I don't know. Kingdom Hearts is stupid. I like it a lot. I'll eventually finish it. This
2K
game's dumb as hell.
2K Games has announced the formation of a new studio called Cloud Chamber, sorry, not Clown Chamber. And they've announced that they are
Might
working
as well
on
be
the
Clown Chamber.
well, they've announced they are working on the next BioShock game, a game that is still a few years away from release, according to 2K. There's not much really to say about it because we don't know anything about it yet, because they literally just announced today that it's being worked on. So more news on that to come. Finally this week, just to give Micah a perfect segue into the Amazon ad read, Louis Vuitton and League of Legends are joining forces to come out with a League of Legends hoodie that you can get for the low price of $2,400 American dollars.
And it's ugly as shit, just like everything else Louis Vuitton puts out.
Yo, yeah, Louis Vuitton.
Louis Vuitton is ugly. It's
awful.
Ugly.
Like, I don't get
fucking ugly. Louis Vuitton is like the greatest fucking con scheme in fashion because everything that they put out is fucking hideous. But like people are convinced to wear it because it's a big time like high fashion brand name. Stop buying Louis Vuitton. That shit is ugly, and I am absolutely judging the shit out of you if I catch you wearing that shit.
That's ugly ass hoodie. Yeah.
I'm gonna beat you up if I see you wearing this $2,400 League of Legends Louis Vuitton hoodie.
I can't wait
if I see this at MagFest, I'm gonna punch the shit out of you and take your lunch money.
I can't wait to see all of the prominent League streamers rocking this hoodie on their on stream when they're playing League of Legends.
And I can't wait to hear that they had to give it back. Because it's a $2,000 hoodie, and Louis Vuitton is not going to let some sweaty ass gamer funk up their stuff. There's a reason that Louis Vuitton is you can easily make faux copies of them because they look gaudy. And no, this stuff is trash. You're right. I don't like when fashion like people have to tag all of their shit with their initials. Like it just seems lame to me. You know what I mean? Like that would be like having a Chaps sweater on with just a bunch of C's all over the place. Like it doesn't like it looks stupid.
Not a big Dolce and Gabbana fan then, are you?
No, not at all. But if you are a big Louis Vuitton fan for some strange reason, go to www.densepixels.com/Amazon. When you go to www.densepixels.com/Amazon, you can buy outrageously expensive hoodies.
Oh, you can get Louis Vuitton shit on there.
Yeah, of course you can, because it's cheap. I mean, not cheap. It's
I was gonna
trashy.
say, I don't think the fucking $3,200 backpack.
It's not. Poop. It's not cheap, but it's like hood rich. Like it's not classy. It's gross looking. Mm-hmm. So if you want gross looking apparel from Louis Vuitton, go to www.densepixels.com/Amazon. When you do and you order something, we get a cut of that, and it goes to helping keep the lights on. So go to www.densepixels.com/Amazon, and we will know if someone bought a $2,000 hoodie.
And we'll get a good chunk of that fucking sale too. Please buy that hoodie from using our Amazon link, because that'll be a nice nice chunk of change heading into the network for sure.
So I went to the Louis V website just to see how much. There's a tank top that costs $1,100.
Yep.
I'm gonna fight the next person I see wearing.
This T-shirt is $607.
God, no wonder they had the money to buy Tiffany's.
$600
Tiffany's?
A T-shirt.
Yeah.
Damn, can't go to Tiffany's. Not like I'm going to Tiffany's, but what the fuck, yo? I'm not JTD. What the fuck?
So
there's a whole League of Legends collection for this stuff, man. Like it's not just a hoodie. It's like.
I'm assuming the hoodie was the most egregious thing within the collection, which is why it was called out specifically.
Probably the leather bike jacket. It probably costs more. Let me see how much this thing costs. $5,650. Cool. Okay. You know what?
What a very odd, like, synergistic relationship, right? Because there are Louis Vuitton skins in League of Legends, right? Like,
that's weird. What the hell is that? Like, okay.
It's just again, it's just Louis. It's like that Capcom branding with Street Fighter. Like it's
Yeah,
just a bunch
that's
of
their
little
own
LVs
brand.
all
Like
over
if
the place.
Riot Games wanted to plaster their shit all over League of Legends, I'd at least understand that. It's weird
Right.
bringing in an outside company to do
This
that.
is- What's the demographic for someone that's going to purchase an $1,100 hoodie and plays and plays League of Legends or watches League of Legends? Where's the
Or
where's
even
the,
knows
where
what
does the
League of
fucking
Legends
Venn
is.
diagram? Yeah, where does the Venn diagram connect there? Where does that intersect?
The Venn diagram looks like a pair of fish eyes. They're just on opposite sides.
Oh my
That
god,
shit
it's fucking
doesn't make any
hilarious.
sense, That's so, that's you're irresponsible if you pay $1,100 for a fucking hoodie. Like for real. I guess if you just got the money to just blow on that shit, fine. But good lord,
A watch strap is 420. Like,
Yeah, that's
all right,
that's
yo,
it probably ain't worth it. I bet. So
I'm done.
so
There you go, Brad. That's we need you to review the Louis Vuitton
Louis
League of
V
Legends
watch strap.
Well, I'll tell you what. I will front myself as an influencer for Louis Vuitton and get them to send me one, and then I'll review it.
Good God.
So, we move to the Dense Pixels post office where you can ask us questions about video games and other stuff at the densepixels.com/fans Facebook fan group. Now, I barely follow Street Fighter, and so when other stuff in fighting games comes up, I just read the question and let Mike and Terrence answer this for me because they'll know what this means because I do not. Malcolm asks, what did you guys think of Terrence, King of Drip Carpenter? I mean, Leroy Smith reveal trailer. Also, can Ono sue Harada for putting copyright Sagat in Tekken 7?
I
I like Johnny's response. Fucking Cameo just like yelling at the crowd.
That was pretty funny.
He was so
Leroy
fucking mad that shit got leaked.
I mean, it was funny. He
Leroy
was just like,
Smith was dope.
he was like, shut the fuck up. Shut up. There was no leak. Shut up.
That dude is he knows what he's doing.
He's fun.
And
man.
I
I like that.
Yeah. Leroy Smith is dope. He looks dope. He looks like a Akira from Virtua Fighter. That's what he plays like. His fight style. He has a dog that you can sick on people, and he black
I mean,
as
it's
shit.
Yo, he's super
got like
fast.
he got a pit. Got like a pit.
He got a
Every
pit.
move that
He got a big ass gold chain. He got a gold chain on the pit. Like that's how black. And he's got a pimp outfit.
he's
Yo,
got his own song.
Yo,
Terrible, first of all, but
it is, but I was down for Leroy the second I saw him, and I've been playing Tekken a little more just to kind of build up my fight money and to get back into it because I really want to play Leroy, because he's an old blind black man who's a pimp who literally beats people with his cane, with his pimp cane and dog. Like it's so cool seeing him beat up on like, Kazuya. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm looking forward to him. He comes out, him and Ganryu come out on the 10th, which is tomorrow as of this recording.
okay.
Ganryu, I mean,
Yeah, I was never a fan of him to begin with, so I don't.
No, I don't think anyone was, but and he's like the Dan of the Tekken universe. He's just a joke, right? And he's a creep too. He's always creeping on Julia Chang. I like at the end of his trailer, like he's got this I Love Julia shirt on and he's doing the things that Julia does, and the look on Julia's face.
She looks fucking disgusting.
Yo, she looks like she looks like she's plotting on all the different ways she's gonna take a knife and fillet his fat ass because she is so annoyed with this creep. And then they got they have a quote unquote new character who uses Bruce's moveset, and who is a Muay Thai kickboxer, he's pretty much Sagat. Like he's like Tony Jaa meets Sagat, right? and he's got all these weird tattoos on his face. Face tattoos aren't cute, yo. Like that character would be all right, but he's got face tattoos. So I don't like the way they look, and it's a shame because I like the Muay Thai kickboxers in Tekken. Like they look cool, right? But his trailer is funny because you see Marduk, I'm number one, can't nobody beat me. And all of a sudden you see all these Thai soldiers come out and they're like, bring in the asset or whatever, right? And a helicopter comes down and this big ass like carbonite stone falls down and like he gets I think the guy's name is Fakuma. Fucking Tony Sagat. Tony Sagat's fucking he busts out of this thing and he's staring down Marduk, right? Like he's a head taller than Marduk, right? And then they cut to a scene of actual gameplay and he's just a little shorter than Marduk.
Right.
I was like, wow, that's really weird. But he looks fun. I wish there was a way he's the most ridiculously looking one. Like Tekken has had like a somewhat realistic art style, right? Where all the fighters look like, athletes and bodybuilders. This guy has a 40-inch chest and a 20-inch waist. Like it doesn't look right, but I'm excited for it. I can't wait to play as Leroy. Bring on Leroy. I'll play you in Tekken. I'll lose, but I'll play you in Tekken. So if you can find me, I'll play you.
Christopher asks, what kind of game would you like to see make a comeback? Now he says franchise. We've done that before. I'm gonna stick with his other suggestion, a style of game that maybe we don't see that much anymore, that you would like to make a comeback into gaming. I said no franchises, Carrie. Get that Golden Sun cartridge out of here.
I don't know. What style of games do they not make anymore? Like you got plenty of side scrolling, you got third person shooters, first person shooters. I don't like point and click adventures. Fuck that.
I mean, so like I think for me, like side scrolling brawlers is a genre of game that has been very few and far between, and we've seen them kind of start to dabble in interesting ways to do that. Like Dragon's Crown was a really interesting spin on the brawler genre
I'd like to
gameplay.
see like beat 'em ups come back, like an arcade style beat 'em up.
But do something like modernize them.
Come out.
Sometime, who knows?
Or is it out already?
I don't think it's out yet.
On the Switch or some shit.
I don't think you would have let that slide by you if that was the case. So
yeah, probably not.
Yeah. So I think like continuing to do stuff with older genre of games, like also like puzzle games. There's no like real puzzle games coming out anymore. It seems
like what kind of puzzle?
Like stuff that's new. Like I'll never forget. Well, like it could be Falling Block, but just different. So like one of the coolest games that came out in the like DS generation was this game called
Layton.
No, not even Layton. This game called Meteos that came out. That was like kind of really interesting.
I remember that game.
Yeah, that was a really interesting twitch on Falling Block puzzlers. And I just wish that people would experiment with that genre a little bit more. But obviously they don't sell incredibly well, so that's why you don't see anything coming out.
I mean, I would like to see some good, I guess, sort of like mystery narrative sort of stuff come through. Because you bringing up DS games reminded me of one of my favorite DS titles was Hotel Dusk. And I like there haven't been a whole lot of like good sort of like mystery style games like that. Really in a minute. I'd like more of that. I would like, a sort of whodunit sort of narrative mystery or narrative puzzle game come out that like isn't an Ace Attorney or a Layton. Because much as I love both of those franchises, I would like to see something new come out. I think, yeah.
All right, very cool. Eric asks, "What is a game from this decade that left an impact on you?"
Skyrim. I mean, what kind of impact are we talking about? Are we talking like I lost 500 hours of my life to this game kind of impact? Or are we talking like emotional core kind of?
I guess you can interpret that however you want to, honestly.
Impact? I don't know.
What are the games for
like,
Impact nominees?
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, like really, like I hadn't played like the Fallouts that had come before. I hadn't really even played Morrowind or Oblivion before I got into Skyrim. But Skyrim was sort of the first, I guess, like Western style role playing game that I got really, really into. Because I was like a JRPG snob. But yeah, like Skyrim sucked me in big time, and then I like went back and played through Oblivion. I tried to play through Morrowind, but that game looks like a foot, so you're not gonna catch me playing Morrowind. I have tried. Like I own Morrowind on Steam, and like just the animations in that game are fucking terrible.
Like they don't have it modded to hell where it can look like playable at least. Like nothing.
That game looks like shit, dude. But yeah, like I don't think if I had really gotten into Skyrim that I then would have gone on and played the contemporary Fallouts and really enjoyed Fallout, and I probably wouldn't have gotten into Dragon Age or any of those other Western RPGs. So
I mean, I can tell you that the game from this decade that I was the most like, I don't usually get emotionally invested in too many games. Like I'm very clinical, I guess you can say, when I play those video games, but fuck Mass Effect 3, man. Like that game was using cheap tricks left and right to fucking pull the old heartstrings all the time. And there's not been a game that I've sat on a decision screen, like wasted more minutes sitting on a decision screen for longer than in Mass Effect 3. Just in general, like not one specific decision, but just throughout the game entirely. Like if they did those like a Telltale game where you have like a timer, I would have been fucked. Like I just would have screwed the entire time, because like literally the Morden decision was the worst one. I shit you not. I sat there for 10 fucking minutes, like trying to figure out what the fuck I should do in that situation. Which by the way is how I knew that Outer Worlds hooked me in immediately, because the first key point you have in that game where you have to decide which way you're routing the power.
Who you want to?
I sat there for, I swear to God, I sat there for 5 fucking minutes. Like, fuck. Like, what do I do?
That was a very easy decision for me.
Yeah, that was easy for me, man. I turned into Jim Sterling. Like, fuck these corporations. These terrible fucking
I got to have it both
man.
ways, by the way. Thank you very much. I chose to route it to the town, but I still got to have it my way at the end of the day.
When did Mass Effect 2 come out?
That was last decade, unfortunately. You can't count it.
Oh, okay. It might have to be Mass Effect 3 then, because Mass Effect is my favorite franchise, and in large part to 2. When did that come out?
2009. You just missed the cutoff.
Son of a bitch.
When did it come out?
Yeah.
2000 what?
Mass Effect 2 came out in 2009. 3 came out in 2012.
That does count.
No, it doesn't.
It's
No.
2019?
This decade is 2010 through 2019.
Is it a rolling year or is it a calendar
Technically,
decade?
we're still in the same.
No, we're talking about the tens here.
Yeah, the 10s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're still within the decade between 2009 and 2000.
No. We're talking about the decade of the 10s, not the aughts. They leave the aughts where they were. That was the last decade.
I don't even know what I don't really get that emotionally attached to games, so I don't have any.
I think, like, if we're talking emotional impact, I think I was like the character that made me like fucking want to wring his neck harder than any other character in the last decade. Motherfucking Solus from Dragon Age Inquisition.
That son of a bitch.
I still need, and I've been
crack
fucking
that
meaning to.
egg so fucking hard.
Yeah.
I still need to actually play that game through fully. I'm just gonna. I've resigned myself to having to just go back and restart it at some point, but I just don't know when.
Yeah.
I've tried several times. Yeah. I'm not going to do it. I'm just not. Can't do it.
So, Let's see what else we got here. Jay has descended from the penthouse to interact with the commoners and ask us, are we going to lay hands on these non-believers in that Jesus game, aka Nazareth's Revenge?
Yeah,
There's a
seen that
first-person
game?
Jesus game coming out on like PlayStation 4 that's just called I Am Jesus Christ.
That shit is wild.
Hey, look, I love truth in advertising on a title. That's what I'm going to say. It's been on Steam apparently.
Okay.
Oh no, it's coming soon. Still, it's
says-
coming soon.
The official Steam description: become Jesus Christ, the famous man on earth.
Famous man.
In
The
this-
famous man on earth.
in this highly realistic simulation game. Pray like him for getting superpower.
I love
Perform
they
famous miracles
capitalized
like
him.
him from Bible,
Oh my
like
God.
casting demons, healing and feeding people, resurrection and more in I Am Jesus Christ. So it's you walking around just doing this at things.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
what
It's
what
pretty
foreign
fucking funny.
atheist created that description?
That's an amazing. Oh my God. There's so much to unpack in that description. They capitalize him, which kudos for that. Way to stick to the stay on brand with
You
that.
get to be oh my God, you get to be first person crucified.
Yeah.
I also love how it's healing, feeding people, resurrection, and more. like you fucking gave the
Saw a
Right,
clip of him, he had a bucket of fish and he was just creating fish in a bucket.
Oh my God.
Just feeding people. Great.
Oh,
Good
I
times.
can't.
Oh, we killed
I'm gonna
Karen.
I mean, if
actually-
you could do more than resurrect, like that's kind of the big
Wait.
thing in Christianity is the resurrection.
Guys,
How much
to,
does this cost on Steam?
Oh, it doesn't say. I mean, is there a price that'd be enough to pay for this? Are you kidding me?
I believe it's 10% of your monthly income.
Oh my God, that's perfect.
God.
Guys, you get to you get to do the Last Supper. That's one of the highlight missions of the game.
I'm gonna
Yeah, but then you're gonna get
what if
stabbed
I
in the
stream
back.
this?
That's true.
Like I took a sociology class about religion in undergrad, so I'm 100% qualified to stream this as an atheist.
Look, there's a
Does Chris Jericho hit you with the Judas effect
So
in that game?
no, it's like I have a lot of questions because like this gameplay footage is showing there's like a meter on the side, and it's like is that how much Jesus juice is like
Oh,
in
God.
in his body that he can do. I also like how it goes like he's just him fucking T-posing in the title screen, and then it cuts to him like moving the rock out of the way in his crypt. And I guess that's the end of the game.
and by the way, in case
Plus, it's not.
you were wondering, this is the protagonist of this game is definitely white Jesus, because further down in the description it says, "Have you ever wondered what it's like to be him, one of the most privileged and powerful people in the entire world?"
This is really good.
Even white Jesus got white privilege. God damn.
Check if you can perform all famous miracles from the Bible like Jesus Christ. It is a simulation game, and you can try to save the world as he did. Are you ready to fight with Satan in the desert, exorcising demons and curing sick people, or calm the storm in the sea? Pray like him to get your Holy Spirit's power and help people around you. Fight with evil, make miracles, resurrect dead, feel and act like him. If you are a game lover, why not get to know his past, his past, his challenges, his sufferings, and his powers? Reach the final stage of resurrection and show the world that you are alive. Key features.
So
Open
that's
world,
the end.
open world, special skills, a realistic fight with Satan.
I would love to know the parameters that statement is made.
Yo, if this game is
Over
$10
30
or less,
miracles.
I will play.
Over 30 miracles like healing people, walking on water, calming storm, feeding people.
Now,
I didn't know feeding people was a miracle. Jesus. Baptizing and getting superpower of Holy Spirit, praying and increasing of Holy Spirit, crucifixion and resurrection.
Now, are the miracles the main campaign, or are those your side quests that you have throughout the ordeal? So
I think your main quest is to go in the desert and have a fist fight with Satan.
Yeah.
Right.
The screenshot of the Satan fight. Oh yeah. This whole game is you just doing this, just like fucking jazz hands at people.
I prefer a ranger class for my Jesus personally. So
fucking Jesus, fucking double gun pointing miracles and shit.
That's right, Family Guy, Family Guy, or no, Dogma Jesus. That's the preferred.
Fucking Buddy Christ. Like, fish. Pew! Jay would not like this game because I'm looking at the thing on Steam, and the second screenshot is Jesus washing someone's feet. That's
gotta watch the feet to get the superpower.
This is a horror game for Jay. Jay don't like feet.
Oh my God! Johnny asks, "What horribly kept secret reveals are you hoping to see at the Game Awards this week?"
I hope we see the Jesus game.
It's already been revealed. Too late. They should have saved it for later this week.
I forgot that game. I mean, that thing was coming out this week. When is it?
I think it's Thursday. I want to say.
Wow, really?
Yeah, something like that. We'll talk about it next week. We'll talk about the results when
fucking bizarre.
Death Stranding sweeps it.
The Batman game. The trailer for the new Batman game.
Oh yeah, you know what? We were supposed to get that. It would not shock me at all if they held
yeah,
that.
I think we're gonna get that.
I want
gonna be mad
an
about
announcement. I want an announcement for a Superman game. How about that?
Very interesting.
That would be interesting if they were to actually accomplish a good Superman game.
We'll see.
That's what I want to, because that Rocksteady's not doing the Batman game, right?
No, they're doing something else rumored. So,
yeah. So I think, I want to see a Superman game from Rocksteady. See if they can do it.
We has to get a wrestling question on before we part ways today. So we'll go to Cam, who asks thoughts on Batista and the NWO, specifically Hogan, Hall, Nash, and Sean Waltman being the first announced Hall of Fame members for 2020.
Batista's a Nats fan, so
Hall, Nash, and Waltman, fine. Fuck Hogan.
Hogan. Yeah, Hogan doesn't get the double dip, yo. Not as Hollywood Hogan, yo. Nah, yo. I don't like your ass to begin with.
I know, but are you going
Hogan,
to? You're not going to put the NWO in the WWE. Get the fuck out of here! Shut up! Don't be stupid.
You could put the NWO in there. You could put the Outsiders in there. You could put
Micah
Waltman in there.
Micah, you cannot put the NWO in there without Hollywood Hogan being part of the group. I don't know why the fuck Sean Waltman is a part of this equation.
Quite frankly, I don't either.
Yeah, you could have just gone with the core three.
You could have just did the Outsiders. How about that? Put the Outsiders.
You have to fucking put Hogan in there. It doesn't work without Hogan. I know you hate Hogan. I understand that, but
look, I get it. I get it. He's the third man. Hulk Hogan showing his true fucking colors. I get it. But no, I get it. I get it.
Frankly, I'm shocked that they're not in yet. I'm shocked it took this long to get the NWO into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I mean, they're kind of running out of people, right? Isn't Nash already in it?
Yeah, no, Diesel is in the Hall of Fame, Micah, and so is Razor Ramon. So I wonder if Scott Hall and Kevin Nash will be considered 2-time Hall of Famers with this announcement.
Razor Ramon, and Hulk Hogan are in the Hall of Fame, and now Nash, Hall, and Hollywood Hogan are going to be in it. God damn it, yo.
Now it's just a fucking
wrestling is stupid.
Wrestling is amazing. It
is amazing.
Like
but
Carrie, they literally inducted Scott Hall into the Hall of Fame as Razor Ramon, and they did not refer to him as Scott Hall, despite the fact that everyone just refers to him for the last 25 years as Scott Hall. But they're like, no, this is very specifically Razor Ramon. We'll take care of Scott Hall once the NWO gets into the Hall of Fame, which is inevitable.
Remarkable.
Batista's a good choice as well. Yeah. So
look, what I need it to be known about Batista is that I challenged him to an arm wrestling match at the radio booth on Nat's concourse behind Section 107 during the playoffs, and he did not show up. Therefore, he is a coward.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, that's a good first two choices. Those are definitely going to be like the biggest ones for sure. I'll be curious to see who else gets into the mix for the Hall of Fame. I like the Hall of Fame a lot. I love watching that event just because I like to hear old wrestlers fucking wax poetic about the glory days. So.
Yeah, but that, like, here's the thing with Hogan, right? Like, Hogan can never just be like a dude. Like, he always feels like he's on, like he's always in character. And I get it, right? But at the same time, like, this is a different era. You know what I mean? Like when Hogan was calling people niggers and shit, like, that's the real Hogan. Like, just like, can we get that just without the, name calling? Like, every time you see Hulk Hogan now, it's like, well, let me tell you something, Alexa Bliss. You better eat your Wheatie, eat your vitamins and set your prayers. Like, all right. Just calm down. I'm just trying to have I just asked you how you're doing. I don't need all that.
Personally, I'm looking forward to him doing what I know he's going to do for the induction ceremony, and that's growing out the black underbeard. That was the Hollywood Hogan trademark.
I do like that look for him, but it always looked like painted on, like a little too much just for men. Was added to it. You got a big beard now, Brad. You might want to think about doing two-tone facial hair. I could
do that now if I wanted to. Like, I could pull off the Hollywood Hogan look. I have too much hair up here to really do it, but
you have hair up there.
Yeah, period. That's also true.
I don't know who the hell he thinks he's fooling with those bandanas with the silly string coming out. But give it up, bro.
So, but yeah. So, like I said, looking forward to seeing who else makes it, I guess the reason the NWO did not make it sooner is because of the Hogan racism nonsense that kind of kept him on the fence for the last couple of years.
Yeah. And now everything is forgiven, apparently.
Yeah, well, when there's money to be made, Micah, you know how it goes. Carrie, I would implore you at least, though, I will probably send you a link. You should watch the formation of the NWO. It is arguably the most important moment in the history of professional wrestling.
Okay.
And it's a cool thing. Like I said, it's a very interesting, organic crowd response moment to a very unexpected at the time happening. And it's
people were heartbroken, Carrie. They were heartbroken. Like what idol did you look up to as a child?
I guess Yvonne Rodriguez. I don't know.
I don't know who that is. But it would be like Yvonne Rodriguez. Like, who the hell is Yvonne Rodriguez?
He was a catcher for the Texas Rangers, predominantly one of the greatest catchers of all time.
I mean, imagine him throwing a game, and you found out.
Okay.
Against your blood rival. Like imagine that when he played for the Nationals, he in a seminal game that might have determined the Nationals' playoff hopes against the Phillies, he purposely threw the game and then immediately asked for his release from the Nationals and signed with the Phillies unexpectedly. And the Phillies knew, like, they made it known that they had a guy on the inside. And you were like, oh, who could this be? Like, you speculated about everybody on the team as to who could it be that's the Washington Nationals traitor. But you think, surely it can't be Pudge. There's no way that Yvonne Rodriguez could be the guy. He's always been a noble player for the Washington Nationals. But lo and behold, he screws you over and then rips off his Nationals jersey. And there's like a Philly Fanatic t-shirt on underneath. And that's kind of like Hogan forming the NWO, I should say.
I feel like that's sort of what Bryce Harper did, just like in general.
It's a little bit more of a long, drawn out process, but if Bryce Harper was like, guys, I'm definitely going to re-sign with the Nationals, and everyone's like, this is great, and then like the next day he signed with the Phillies. That's sort of kind of what it is. It's a cool moment. Everyone should watch it if you have not seen it yet. I would imagine most wrestling fans listening to this podcast have seen it multiple times. But yeah, like I said, the fans were throwing literal garbage in the ring, and Hulk Hogan, to his credit, cut like the best promo of his entire career, essentially, in the moment that it was necessary. So, and then it got memed to death with all the LeBron James memes, which were an absolute delight when he signed with the Heat, which I absolutely loved. So that is it for this week. Thank you guys, everyone that submitted questions, even if we did not get to them on the show. And that will do it for us. So make sure you join our fan group, densepixels.com/fans. Subscribe to the podcast, no matter what app you use for your podcast. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/densepixels. And you can also follow us on Twitch. Carrie is It's Carrie. Terrence is Apparition410. And on the very rare occasions that I stream, it is on the Dense Pixels YouTube channel, youtube.com/densepixels. Gentlemen, ladies, thank you guys very much for participating this week. Thank you guys for listening, watching, and we will see you all the next time.
Thanks.
Take it easy.
You're watching the Dense Pixels YouTube channel. Click the subscribe button while you're here, and make sure you check out our weekly podcast where we discuss the latest gaming news and our impressions on what games we've been playing.